Hey y'all, welcome back to another video here at Redwood RV Ventures. We're gonna make a set of brownies. I made brownies maybe a week ago. They turned out okay, but we're gonna keep going and keep trying. Start up this candle here. My husband prefers a more cakey brownie, so we are going to try. I've got that, so I'm gonna use it up, use what I got. Ain't the healthiest, but we're going with it. I'm gonna start off with half a cup of oil, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. I'm not gonna do butter today. There's sponge or something in there. Lovely. It's a little more budget friendly with the oil right now. Go in with the oil. We're gonna make brownies so I can add them to a meal we're gonna make soon here. The girls are enjoying their toys and they just finished a little snack. This doesn't, oh it does. Okay. Gonna get half a cup of white sugar here. Need to refill my sugar. Boy, it is hot in here. I've got the oven on already. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that out. White sugar, we'll refill this. Get this loosened up here. At least it's not hard as a rock. See if I can loosen this up with my whisk. Oh yeah. I haven't put this whisk in anything yet, so that's perfect. Perfect. Half a cup of this. Oh. Go in with it. Now we're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna start with the whisk already. The recipe calls for butter, but I don't have a ton of that right now. Olive oil, I don't have a ton of that. And the flavor might be too strong. And this is what I have. I'm gonna use it. We're doing some updates here on the channel, so let me know what you think. Let me know if it's better. We're gonna add in the eggs, mix this up nice. I put them in some warm water to come up to room temp a bit better. I like to get every bit of that egg out, y'all. The recipe calls for 2. I'm gonna try 3 eggs this time. And the recipe also doesn't call for baking soda or baking powder, but I want to try to get that as cakey as I can, but still with the brownie flavor, texture, everything you want in a brownie. We're gonna whisk this up. My husband usually likes to have a little sweet treat. Who doesn't, right? But I have to come up with new and delicious treats. Looks pretty good. I wanted a clear bowl. I use this one even though it's a little on the smaller side. Perfect. Now we're gonna go in with a splash of vanilla, not a gallon like last time. Again, I didn't know vanilla was in brownies, but I've never made them homemade, so that looks beautiful. We're gonna go in with some flour. Again, we need to refill like everything here. I might use that still. I'm almost empty on flour in my bin. This is a light half a cup because I shake it out. I'm gonna just roll with it and just go with half a cup again. We're gonna add half a teaspoon of baking soda. I think I'm just gonna go with this again. Maybe just a pinch. Just gonna go in with my fingers so I can get all them clumps and lumps out. Splash of powder as well, just a pinch also. This is really fluffy. Maybe another pinch. I'm a mess. And we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which I have salt out to refill. Just eyeball that. Cocoa powder, almost forgot that again. We love dark chocolate, prefer it, so that's what we're gonna do here. I've yet to try the one from Costco. It doesn't specifically say dark, but it says 100. No, it ain't. Little extra. People name their kids the craziest things, I tell you. They just don't make sense. All right, y'all. We got oil, sugar, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla, AP, soda powder, salt, and cocoa. I forgot to add the cocoa powder on my list. That's why I didn't remember, I think. We're just gonna kind of whisk this together even though my whisk is wet. I actually want to go back to my spatula because you're not supposed to over mix brownies. Clumps are a-okay. And I also need to chop up some walnuts. Walnuts in brownies are amazing. I'm gonna do a light mix here so I don't overdo it. Try to get all them clumps and lumps out. If you have any tips or tricks on a cake like brownie that is still like brownie, not cake, texture, flavor, and that crispy crinkle topping, let me know. Try to get all them lumps out. I mean, lumps are okay, patches, but I don't want baking powder or soda lumps. That would not be fun. So we're gonna rock that. I'm actually gonna give it a try too. Delicious. I might measure it to see how much we actually add. Clean up the mess. Boy, I am hot today, y'all. It is raining and humid. Let's measure. Going with about a cup of walnuts. I'm gonna put some in and on. Keep these in the freezer. We're gonna give these a chippity chop and toss them in. We use my rectangle cutting board for pizza, so that is not available at the moment. I would love more cutting boards, but that is just not in the picture at the moment. I love the wood, natural, it's beautiful. Just gonna cut these up and they fly everywhere. I'm always washing my counter and stove, so these are not going to waste. Just a rough chop this time. I'm gonna go in with some, and these are gonna fall through to my stove too, but no biggie, it is what it is. I'm wondering if the preheated oven nice and hot is also gonna help with that crinkle topping. I'm gonna do in and on, and I have yet to grease my pan. So we're gonna do that in just a second. Usually I prefer olive oil, which is this bottle here, but it's expensive and I didn't get to get any at the store last time. We might need more nuts. I put a ton last time and they were really good. That looks better. Very nutty. Lots of nuts. I need to get the pan from the top cabinet. And I'm gonna turn the fan on because I am hot. And again, I'm gonna spray it with this Yikes spray. I have it. I'm gonna use it. I want it gone. It's butter flavor, like, yikes. Pouring her in. We're gonna bake this, I think, at 350 for 20 to 40 minutes. Reason why I say to 40 minutes is because I preheat it to 30, 50 or more. And then I turn it down. I cook it at 350 for a few minutes, 5 minutes or so, and I rotate it every 5-10 minutes so I don't burn. If you're new here, we are in our RV traveling and we love it. The oven is tiny, so I have to accommodate for it. Top this off with some nuts. That is really good. And that brown sugar is less grainy and chunky than last time. It's really coarse sugar. Might not be as much on top, but there are a lot inside. And I like to get the edges with a lot because those are my husband's pieces. He prefers the corners and the edges, which is just fine with me. Beautiful. We're gonna throw this in the oven at 350 for 20 to 40 minutes. I'm gonna turn it down to 350, put it in. There we go. All right, I'm gonna refill my sugar and my salt. Actually, whoops. This was a gift. This apron and this cute little towel were also gifts from my grandmother-in-law. My husband's grandmother got these little salt and pepper things. The salt one I like, but pepper usually I like really fine, so I just use my pepper mill. We use a lot of salt, so this one does just good. Boom, filled. Now let's fill this sugar, and while we're at it, let's fill my flour. A sugar mess in here because it was in the fold. This one's almost gone. So I get to vacuum up all this sugar. Pour it in, y'all. And the recipe I'm inspired by is, I believe it calls for a cup of white and half a cup of brown. We're doing less. You could definitely add a little more if you like. My husband prefers less sweet, and I actually do not mind it. I keep all my goods in bins too, because mice are evil. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, somehow I punctured a hole in my bag. I need to tape it at least. I gotta try something, y'all. Good enough for now. Better. I'm gonna clean up this sugar really quickly. I keep this quarter-ish scoop in my flour if I need a little sprinkle or dusting. Now this is a big old bag. Pour it in without making a mess. Not too bad. Nice. Then we'll just shimmy this in. Cap it. Boom. Nice little pantry restock. I'm gonna put all this away, clean it up, and we'll see the brownies when they are out. Hey y'all, so they came out of the oven. They were in there about 45 minutes. It's a little squishy. See, this is like that cake texture like last time, but the middle kind of has that harder, I don't know, still doesn't have that brownie texture exactly. So hopefully they're good, but we're probably gonna have to keep experimenting. Let's check out the bottom. I just took them out, so they need to cool. Bottom looks good. So I'm gonna let them cool and we'll try them out. And the nuts all went to the middle. Kind of weird, huh? Delicious. Hey y'all, alright, they came out, they've cooled. Some spots it's a little softer than others. Whoops. Like this is a little softer than that. Interesting. Turned out very interesting, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to do a bit smaller pieces this time. Just gonna try to do like quarters. We'll see what happens. It's cutting better. I'm just gonna cut this half, I think. There's cows next to us, so there are a ton of flies, whether we want it to be here or not. Okay, I'm gonna try to get one of these middle pieces here because my husband prefers the edge, even though it's not very crunchy. It'll firm up. Okay, now we're talking, y'all. Still a bit fudgy, but thicker. Very soft, more brownie feel. I'm gonna try it. Okay. It's good. Better than last time, I think. It's more brownie-like, so we'll see. Last time it tasted way better the next day also. We'll try it and keep going. Bon appetit, y'all. Thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider giving this a like and subscribing for more. We appreciate you joining us in our kitchen, and we love cooking. We're going to be making more improvements, more delicious food. Stay tuned. Let me know if this audio sounded better, y'all. We're bringing in some better stuff and making bomb food. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Bon appetit.